loss of 25.
Here we go. Here we go. 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And that one goes out of bounds, and let's see here. They're going to walk this back to the 40-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run again with Hines. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now Willis on 4th down.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mecole Hardman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken in at the 3.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Running right through him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Bears at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
Gun. Gun. 11 mighty.
Burrow going for it on fourth. Open man is Duvernay. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Look at my team.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Play action. Willis.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. N'Keal Harry from 10 yards out.
And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And some room to work.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Here we go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
12, 11.
Here's Burrow.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
11, 11, 11, 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
11 MT, Tate. 11 Thomas.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That's taken in by Duvernay. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
And they go play action now. Burrow in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Here we go.
After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. That is caught. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now receiver in motion left. They run for it with Mixon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Joe Mixon, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are back within a score. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Hey, Hey, check that. Street. Check.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
Here's Hines. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Finding space at the 40.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
11.
First down. Here's Burrow. And connecting here with DJ Shark.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from one 43 to the other for first and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning three safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
11.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Burrow looking to pass. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground, so touchdown! Jeff Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, second and 10 from the 25. Burrow will throw. And Shark calls it in. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
12. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Cooks will come in motion right. Now Burrow on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
11 Thomas.
On second and 10, Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
11 mighty.
And Burrow going to throw again. Smith catches left side. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Here we go. Thomas.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Willis now off of play action. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Willis now off play action. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Play action. Here's Willis. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Check mash, check mash.
Now Willis. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. And he will get into the end zone, but there is a flag down. And this one may be coming back. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Willis will try and throw for this. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
11.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I'm one, right?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Shark's got it, left side. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I'm one, right? 11.
Mixon with a first down carry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down. But they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed.
11 Thomas.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Burrow going for it on 4th. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here we go.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Chark, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They go play action with Willis. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete.
Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Let's go now.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Down at the 25. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. In motion left goes Smith. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Willis will look to throw it.
And he's got him. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Burrow's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here we go, here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
11 MT, take. 11 MT.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Catch is made by Harry.
Hold ready. 70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
On first down, Willis.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Here we go.
Going on 4th down, here's Willis.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag, pass interference.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Saints 62, Bears 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Bears take over first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On, ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Okay.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got to reincarnate.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Saints 69, Bears 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
11.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
11. 11.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you?
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Gun.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure.
He's got a man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Catch is made here by Ern Smith Jr. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jalen Thompson picks it.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Burrow on play action. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
11 empty. 11 empty.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken in at the 3.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.